In Backpage, we take a look at what Chinese fans are saying about the hottest story in sports. Or in the case of today's topic, the hottest stories in the NBA. The first 15 or so games of the NBA season have produced lots of juicy storylines, from the Pacers and Trailblazers' fast starts, to the return of guys like Russell Westbrook and Kevin Love, to the loss of poor Derrick Rose for another full season. It's been a while since we've covered the NBA here in Backpage, so today we're going to look at what Chinese fans are saying about some of the biggest stories of the season so far.
With the NBA season now into December, a small handful of major talking points have emerged from the first leg of the season. But for one particular Chinese web user, one point stands out. Love Parker, which is Tony Parker's name in Chinese, wrote, "There's nothing but winning streaks going on." For starters, the Eastern Conference leading Indiana Pacers started the season 9-0 and already have 2 streaks of at least 7 wins. One user, who really wanted to use his real name but didn't apparently, predicted the Pacers will extinguish the Heat and play the Spurs in the finals. Evidently, the Pacers bandwagon is ballooning by the game. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder have won 7 straight and are cruising now with Russell Westbrook healthy and attacking the basket with his trademark reckless abandon. Even the depleted Boston Celtics started the season 0-4, then won 4 in a row, lost 6 in a row, and then won 2 on the trot again. And the so-called aging San Antonio Spurs are back to their old tricks, having won 11 in a row before losing to the Thunder last week. But maybe the surprise of the season so far has been the Portland Trail Blazers, who matched the Spurs' 11-game winning streak and sit atop the stacked Northwest Division. A user called Pan Yuanyan, though, is still a little skeptical of the feel-good story of the season. What did the Blazers do this summer? So far now, they've played a little too well, no? I'm looking forward to you guys playing the Thunder, Heat, Clippers, and Pacers. Apparently Pan still recalls Portland's days as the Jailblazers. On the other end of the spectrum, a handful of teams have grossly underperformed, but a lot of Chinese fans wanted to focus on the 2 divas in New York. Pain Kwan-zi joked, "They promised to be each other's angel, but in the end they turned into the New York double losers." Now the Knicks have lost 9 games in a row, and the Nets have looked lethargic with their new pair of 30-somethings in Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. Both teams sit at the bottom of the struggling Atlantic Division, where no team is even at .500 on the season. With so many people during preseason predicting the Nets to overtake the Knicks as New York's team, McGrady_H knew better. Leapfrog the Knicks in the Eastern Conference? What a joke. The New York Heroes, please. That's what he writes, and he continues, they were fighting before the season, and now they're fighting to stay out of the bottom. Chinese users have been most active at the very top and very bottom of the NBA standings, but one specific incident stands above almost everything else this season. That's Derrick Rose's injury, and fans are still thinking about it. Chen Chi-peng theorized, actually, if they had Rose coming off the bench, the Bulls might have been better off, and Rose wouldn't have gotten injured. Wishful thinking, of course, but it shows what's been on the mind of NBA fans here in China.